Welcome to Toss Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April the 15th, 2020, and we're going to be talking about Impact Wrestling because, ladies and gentlemen, they finally announced that Impact Wrestling is going to be like WrestleMania, but not 2 nights in a row. It's going to be 2 weeks. So, ladies and gentlemen, starting next week is going to be night 1, and it's going to be interesting because they talk about which matches is going to be on night 1 and all this, and what's the main event. Ken Shamrock versus Sami Callihan will be our main event for night 1. Well, speaking of Impact Wrestling, let's talk about this Impact Wrestling. We had a contract signing. We found out who's M. Jackson when Johnny Swinger is going to verse a M. Jackson. Speaking of that, let's get to that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we had Johnny Swinger versus Mike Jackson. People thought it was going to be Matt Jackson or other kind of Jacksons, but no, it was some old guy. I guess he's a wrestler in his when he was young, but it was some old guy coming to the ring, and I guess he was in old school wrestling because he had those like school wrestling uniforms. I forgot what it's called, unitards, something like that. I don't know, something like that. But it was a pretty decent match. The old man did Mighty Jackson did a old school like the Undertaker, but he went all around the ring. Undertaker doesn't do around the ring. He just do once he walks and it whip. But it was a pretty decent match. It was okay. But the winner of that match, because of a roll up and cheating, Johnny Swinger. Swinger gets the win. Guys, they had a really bad talk show. I did not like it one bit. Because it was called the Locker Room Talk. It's like Tallis Talk, but we don't do gossip or lame stuff like that. We had Madison Rayne and Johnny Swinger being the co-hosts of this Locker Room Talk with Kylie Ray as her guest and trying to make her be mean and say bad things about her opponent or Rebellion, Kiera Hogan. I believe that's going to happen at night 1. Kiera Hogan and Kylie Ray will go at it. But she tried not to say mean things until Kiera Hogan came out, be the second guest, says a whole bunch of mean things, and Kylie Ray says, "You're not nice," and walked away. That was horrible. And then we had a fatal 4-way tag team match. Triple XL, extra large, whatever they're called, AC Ramoa and Larry D versus the Rascals versus Reno Scum versus TJP and Fallah Ball. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed this match. It was good. I love the tag teams in Impact Wrestling. They go crazy. But the winner of that match, after a frog splash, after a Samoan drop by Fallah Ball, the winner of that match was TJP and Fallah Ball getting the win. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the tag team champion signs in the ring and went to face with TJP and Fallah Ball. Then we had Rohit versus Hernandez. Hernandez made his return to the Impact Wrestling arena. And ladies and gentlemen, Rohit will be in a fatal 4-way match. Night 2 of Rebellion against Chris Bay, Trey, and Suicide. That would be at night 2. If you guys want to see that, go watch night 2 of Rebellion. That's going to be in 2 weeks. So don't. You have to wait. I think it's going to be live, not like WrestleMania taped, and you guys are buying spoilers. I don't know anything about it. I just know that it's going to be a 2-week thing. I'm happy because I got videos to watch and I got some wrestling to watch. So I'm happy for that. Rohit versus Hernandez. It was a short match. Hernandez gets the win with the boulder toss. Whee! That was pretty good. Good job, Hernandez. I like Hernandez. It's just sometimes I'm not a big fan of him. Sometimes I am. But it was a very good match. It was decent. Then we had a different promotion. With Eddie Edwards and Mike Elgin in a match. It wasn't an Impact Wrestling show. It was some other show and some other championship was on the line. Pretty decent match. I guess they showed you some clips of it. It wasn't really actually full match. You can watch the full match, or you guys could go watch it off of that show, whatever that show was called, that promotion. But it was a pretty decent match. It was pretty good. But the winner of that match was Michael Elgin because of Brian Cage came out and attacked Eddie Edwards with a bunch of kicks. And Michael Elgin did power bombs. And he got the win, and I guess he's the new champion. Then we had our main events. We had Tennille Dashwood and Taya Valkyrie in a one-on-one match. If you guys don't know, at Rebellion, I believe it's going to be at night 2, there's going to be a Full Metal Mayhem match for the Knockouts Championship. Jordynne Grace versus Taya Valkyrie, because Taya Valkyrie gets a rematch. It's going to be dangerous. It's going to be metal. It's going to hurt. But ladies and gentlemen, this match was pretty good. But of course, Johnny Bravo got himself involved multiple times. But it was a pretty decent match. The referee, Taya Valkyrie, was about to hit Tennille Dashwood with the steel chair, but the referee said no. And then Dashwood did a roll up. 1, 2, 3. Tennille Dashwood gets a win, but she gets an attack after the match with a trash can, with chairs, with everything. Oh my goodness! And then Jordynne Grace comes out to save Tennille Dashwood and help her out of the ring because she got hurt by trash cans with chairs. Oh my goodness! Thank you for Jordynne Grace helping Tennille Dashwood. But what's going to happen at Rebellion? I believe it's going to be at night 2 as well for that match. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we had a contract signing. It was pretty decent. It was pretty cool contract signing with a lot of disappearing and hacking stuff. But we had Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan making their match official for night 1 of Rebellion to be the main event of Rebellion. But ladies and gentlemen, Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan had a lot of words. And I don't remember what he says, talking about what happened to Eddie Edwards. He smashed that baseball bat in his eye and he had a better year now. All this stuff. And then he brought up Ken Shamrock's family. Because he's hanging out with his family more, because I think everybody should, because it's a crazy world right now. I think everybody should. And he got mad about it, and ladies and gentlemen, Sami Callihan said something else to trigger him, and he flipped the table. And I totally forgot, Ken Shamrock did sign a contract. Sami didn't. Maybe he did during the darkness thing. Sami got scared, and he clicked on his phone with the hacker phone, whatever he does. The lights went out, and the weird picture came out, and then it went back on. We saw a guy with a paper mask on his face in the audience. Lights went out again and went back on, and then another guy in the commentaries was wearing, or ring announcer, I don't know who they were, but they were wearing those paper masks as well. The lights went off again and went back on, and two guys was on one side of the ring on the apron and the other guy on the other apron, and then we had two guys on top of the ramp. And then lights went out again, and then we had just one guy on top of the ramp, and he walked away. We saw Ken Shamrock chasing this guy. Scott D'Amore tried to stop him. Didn't work out, and Ken Shamrock was trying to chase this guy, went in his car, and even his driver was wearing this paper mask. And ladies and gentlemen, nothing really happened there. It was crazy. It was crazy. But what's going to happen at Rebellion? Will Sami Callihan get ankle locked, or will Sami Callihan beat a legend, Ken Shamrock? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be a weekend for Rebellion. So I won't be making predictions, because some of these matches that they are having, some of them could be just made for Rebellion. Like they didn't have time to hype some matches up. Some of them they were, like the World Championship, the X Division. Oh, well, I forgot one more match. Trey versus Ace Austin. That was a pretty decent match. It was pretty good. It was awesome. But during that match, of course, Ace has to get himself, he rolled up Trey and gets the win. He gets the win. Yay. I'm going to check my list, see if I missed any matches. I don't think I did. Johnny Swinger, no, I didn't. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I won't be making predictions because I didn't know they were going to make a fatal 4-way X Division match. And I'm not going to be doing predictions of this pay-per-view. I know I did with WrestleMania. Somebody outside making noise. I know I did with WrestleMania, but that WrestleMania was on the weekend, and normally I do predictions on the weekend. So I'm sorry about it, yet there's no predictions for this year's Rebellion. But ladies and gentlemen, there will be a video out for those 2 weeks. There will be Impact Wrestling Rebellion Part 1 and Part 2 for the next 2 weeks from now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tonight for AEW's live. Well, not really live, but you know what I mean. AEW, I'm going to watch it live and do my video at night. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys, you know what to do. That's all for me today. Tyler, look forward to right now. Tyler is out. Bye. See you guys tonight. Bye.